Hello, welcome back. Today we've got another £200 worth of 10p's. We're going to hunt through, looking for not commemorators, we're looking for alphabet 10p's. Ideally some 2019 ones. It's the only album we haven't finished. We have got A, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, R, T, U, V, and X. Saying the alphabet so broken usually with some of these missing has made me start to forget how to actually do the alphabet, but the 2019s are so low minted, so scarce and hard to find. We started a second 2018 book and we're still 2 off of completing this. We need H for Houses of Parliament and we need T for the drink tea. So let's get into these bags, see what we find. Okay, we're going to get into some questions that have been left in the comment sections of my videos. Just a reminder again, Royal Mint trip. There's a bunch of us, including myself, going down on November 12th and 13th on midday to go to the Royal Mint tour. We'll be there about an hour before and we'll hang around afterwards, having a chit chat and a catch up. So feel free to come along and say hi if you want to. First comment comes from Flippeth1. Says, why don't you try and get some £2 coins from a bank in Northern Ireland? That way you might get a Commonwealth Games Northern Ireland coin that you need. If only that was the way it worked, you wouldn't be able to move all the coin collectors in and around Kew Gardens, the botanical gardens. It would be a nice idea, but sadly, not just because it's Northern Ireland doesn't mean it's going to have an impact on the coins being found there. Although you have a case in point with some of the alphabet 10p's, they were released in prime locations. Some of the NHS ones were put into hospital shops, the Angel of the North ones were put up in and around that area. The Navy Centenaries, a whole bunch of the 4th Portrait Queen versions were put into the tills of the HMS Belfast. So I see what you're getting from, but it's not going to be the case with that one, I'm afraid. Kevin Gregson says, please swap out the Guy Fawkes for a cleaner one. Is that really a bad one? I can't remember. Unless it is really, really terrible, I generally don't do it because I know otherwise I'll just be constantly upgrading, changing, swapping coins, and that's not really what I want to do. But if it's really terrible, like there was a gold ball 50p that was terrible, I did swap that out, but I'll have another look. Bagpuss says, it's idiot proof. We got into it though. Nice way to immediately contradict yourself. Thank you. Makamula says, I've just read on a website, a company you may have dealt with in the past, that the monarch's portrait is the main side of the coin and logically cannot be upside down, so the rotation error is really the reverse side. Yeah, I've heard similar things as well, to be fair. I think the way of telling though is easier, obviously, the £2 coin to have the date at the bottom, £2 on the top, turn it around, and if the queen is facing the way that she should be facing, or the future king's coin, if he's facing the way he should be facing, then you know it's not going to rotation. So I see where you're coming from again. You probably are right, and I have corrected a few people in the past for the same thing, but I think it's easier to spot the queen at a different orientation. Minecraft Terrain says, will you but the books? Where do I buy them? eBay or Amazon, the books to fill the collection with. Panda Gamer says, I have a question. Where can you buy a Harry Potter 50p, or have they not been released? So this is obviously an older question. They came out on last Thursday. Which is very exciting. We've got ours at the Britannia Coin Company. You can buy it from the Britannia Coin Company. Links are in the description below. But yeah, so we've got a range of them. They were available on the Royal Mint website as well. A whole bunch of the range has been gobbled up very quickly though. It seems like quite a popular release, even with a very high vintage on some of them. Stephen Buckcoin says, Christopher, could the mountain be Mount Fuji, as the games were in Tokyo? Questions. Number 1, is the Harry Potter coin going to be a series over several years? Don't know. No idea. Not even with any insider knowledge do I know. I think the big key to guessing whether there's going to be more of them is what's on the coins. I mean, there's the 3 main characters, and only the one of them has made it onto the actual coins, and they've included other things like Hogwarts is a bit more integral, but like the Hogwarts Express, rather than one of his 2 best friends who are as I said, main protagonists in the series. So I feel it's dependent on the success and sales of this first 4 coins will depend on whether more get minted in the future, for sure. 2. Do you think the rest of the Tudor Beast series should have the Queen's head on for consistency of the series, or should Charles's portrait be on it and have 2 monarchs on the set of coins? I think it's foregone conclusion. It's going to be King Charles on it. I see what you mean, having the collection, but then you've got other collections like the Innovation in Science series, like the Harry Potter 50p's, which are coming out half this year, half next year. So there will be so many coins still minted with the Queen on, but she's no longer the Queen. The whole point is you have the current reigning monarch on the coin. Obviously we're in a bit of a grey area at the moment because we have a new monarch, but normally it's the following year that their portrait starts appearing on it. So I think it's right to change it. I definitely think so. It's quite cool as well, the fact that it's a moment in time that is, if you have a whole run of your coins, these collections, and it changes the monarch, it shows the change on the coins. Ryan Springett says, to be honest, how many coins are actually worth keeping, Christopher? None of them are actually worth, oh here we go, none of them are actually worth any money unless you get to the top 1 or 2 of the 50p's or £2. Yeah, so it becomes a pointless task for all concerned to actually bother collecting coins, right? You must have thousands of pounds in coins, let's say £5,000, and actually they're worth £5,500 on a good day, right? So it's a pointless task to even bother collecting coins. Let me know what you think, please. I think you should call me Christopher, it's the name of my channel, for starters, and I think you're totally wrong. Could be more wrong. You're totally missing one of the fundamental points of the coin hunting, is that the hunt, the search, the finding them is part of the excitement of it. If you could just order them for face value online and have them shipped to your door, then yeah, that's not as fun. The value of it isn't so much of a concern to me. I don't sell coins, I don't buy coins, I just collect them. They're not an investment. I don't plan on selling them or cashing out my investment at any point. But it's those marginal gains on all the coins that are worthwhile. I mean, they take the think something that's a marginal profit on a coin. A 2008 Britannia might sell for £1 or so, but that's still double it. So if you have £500 worth of face value 2008 Britannias, if you can sell them for £1 each, you've doubled that money, even though it's a marginal gain. But the long shot of it is the price is, the value of it is just a determinant factor of the rarity, which is the main cause of a coin being over face value. So being rare and over face value. So if it's over face value, that's a trigger to me to think this is a coin that you should keep, because like you said, that if worse comes to worse and I have to pay a bill or something crazy happens and I've got to cash in some of them, I would obviously cash in my most common ones first, because they're only a fraction above face value. Like the Battle of Hastings is a great example, fractionally above face value to the right buyers, but is consistently selling for over face value on eBay and places like that, or you can check the prices. So I think your approach to coin collecting is somewhat flawed, and I think if it's just about the money, then you're probably better off investing in silver and gold rather than circulating stuff. Rambo JP73 says, can't believe it, my best coin was the Scotland Commonwealth Games £2 coin. Then just this morning I went to my local shop and spent £10 exactly. The shopkeeper said to me I don't have tenors and only a couple of fivers. He said, is £2 coins alright? I said, of course. Got into the house and looked over my change. First one was Magna Carta, then 2 normal ones. Then I got Brunel. Well, they put Brunei, so I assume it's Brunel. So I thought, not bad. Next, I couldn't believe it. At first I thought it was England, but after numerous looks under the light, lo and behold, Northern Ireland. Amazing. Well done. Amazing find. Yeah, it's part of the fun of it. It's the more common coins that you found. Every collection needs them, but finding that the rarest £2 coin in circulation is quite the thrill. I totally agree with you. Abby Niall says, hey Christopher, would you be able to put the date converters you use for some of these in the descriptions or in a comment? I've been trying to find something for a while now. Thanks. Is that not in the description of my World Coin Hunts? If not, I'll start putting it in from tomorrow. Not a problem. Kyle Booth says, do you need a business account to get all your coins, mate? I am thinking of doing this. Thanks. It depends on your branch as well. So it depends on the bank, depends on the branch. I've heard lots of people say, I bank with this bank and they're very good, they let me get coins out of my personal account. Other people saying I bank with the same bank with a different branch and they're horrible and won't let me get any coins or strictly limited. Having a business account means that I can get access to more coins on a regular basis and I can pay coins back into another business account on a regular basis, but it's not free. I pay transactional fees, annual monthly fees, so it does cost, but I chalk that up to you'd spend money on your hobby anyway, so I don't mind. But yes, ask in your banks, find out. Minecraft Terrain says, any tips for poor coin collectors? Well, I mean, everyone collects within their own budget. There are lots of coins. Well, you can do date runs of pennies, date runs of 2 pennies, 5 pennies, 10 pennies. The alphabet 10p is a little harder to find, but just look at the Unhuntables videos that I've done with Grocie or some of my penny world record hunts. They are low denomination coins that we're hunting through and finding a reasonable smattering of key dates, of territories coins, foreign coins. But yes, if you don't have as much money to spend on coins, if you're looking to buy coins, there are lots of companies that sell repackaged Royal Mint brilliant uncirculated coins. You can end up buying more coins for the same money. So if the packaging isn't important to you, shop around. Keep an eye on eBay for some great deals. There's some great ones to be had. I've got lots of friends that send me pictures of stuff they bought for fractions of what coins should cost. Even historic coins. Britannia Coin Company, we've got tons and tons of Roman coins that sell for have very little value. And they're sold for on the cheap. Picking up a Roman coin for £1, that's a bargain in my mind. An ancient piece of history that you can find, or a couple for £1, whatever the price is. I don't know, I don't price them. But all I know is they're affordable, and there's lots within coin collecting that you can be getting your hands on, you can be buying, researching, spending your time doing on a budget for sure. With that being said though, let's get back to the coins. Well then, unfortunately no alphabet 10p's, such as the way with them being so low minted, but at least we got 2 from Jersey. What did we get? 2012 and 2002. Well, I normally ask you what your favourite coin from today's video is, but I guess, what's your favourite year? 2002? 2012? Was that the one? I think it was, yeah. Both 2002. Why do I think it was 2012? Oh well, let me know if you like 2012 or 2002 better than the other, because there's nothing else to really comment on. But if you found Alphabet 10p, let me know which letter you found and where you found it too. I'd love to know that. Links as always are in the description to the Discord server for coin collectors if you want to come and join that. There's also links to my social medias: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, the new PO Box address you can write into, and of course the Britannia Coin Company, who I'm employed as to make videos for them, so please do go check some of those videos out too. All it leaves me to do now is thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you next time for more coins. Bye.